call everyone. That's only good. All right. Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Let me hope this message will find you fine and welcome to our YouTube channel. To Abu. This is Abu Diaby Uganda. Abu Diaby, most Gambler matches that we play in a particular day. I think 2 up to 3 p.m. on Radio Simba. So if you're there and you follow me, most welcome. You can share this good news, share this channel. You can subscribe, you can like and comment. You're most welcome. On Saturdays, I'm always on radio. If there is no game, for example, I'll kick off. Like for example, 2:30 p.m. If there is no game, we start by 2 exactly 2 p.m. up to 3, where we give insights, analysis, and I give free tips. On example, I told you Bayern Munich would suffer to beat Stuttgart. It ended 2-2. I gave you Wolfsburg beating Eintracht Frankfurt. I think we got that one 1-0. That was OD3 almost. There are some games which I felt that was Torino versus Inter Milan. I expected Torino to get an X2, but remember, already I told you earlier that Torino that do not play well while away. When they are away, away games are always difficult for them. So I always tell you, I told you some games of people that took my games today almost got things right. Some of them got money because I was giving single 2 games, and those games were in OD3. I reckon everyone got some good money. You go and sit there to work. So that is it. For today's betting tips, I'm going to go through some games, actually Sunday's games, and I want to place your bet so that everything goes well. So what you have to do, help me invite someone, help me share this YouTube channel, and all will be well with you. I will thank you so much, and God will bless you for me if you help me and share. I'll be always on my YouTube channel, give you free tips, free betting tips. I told you when I get some money, when I get time, I want to improve on this. I'll be sticking them on this screen. So even if you don't hear me speaking, you'll be just seeing predicted games there, and you'll be just looking for any betting house there and go and place your bet there. So things will get well sooner. But let me hope for the moment we can move. Just just pay attention and try to listen to how I give games. If you don't know which betting tip I've given, because some people don't know what X2 mean. 1x means what? 1-2 means what? A 1-2, there is a 1-2 where you mean half time, full time, and there is a 1-2 meaning. There is a 1-2, 1/2, meaning home team will win first half and second team wins the second. That is an half time, full time prediction category. But there is again a 1-2 double chance, meaning A home team will win or an away team to win. That is also 1-2. So it depends on the betting house. Some of them can categorize them well, others don't. So be conscious and try to pay attention to what prediction I've placed here. I must say, what is wrong, Aline? You bring your iPad. So instead of telling me the iPad is not working, you're just there with a gloomy face. Eh? You come here. Come and watch from here. Come and sit here. This is network. There is nothing like. Eh? I think the network is down. Trying to place to give my son some internet, but the network is down. You put it there. It will work, okay? Alinda? It will work, don't mind. Okay? You just wait for it to come. Okay? I think the network is kind of down. It has also been disturbing me. Okay. I remember, yes, I'm watching some game here. FC Lille versus Marseille. Lille is leading 1-0. I also gave this game on radio. I told you that Lille will get a point in this game, and as for now, it is 1-1, 44 minutes. Yeah, Lille first scored in the early minutes. It is 1-1, 45 minutes. But I think still Lille can get a point in this game. Okay, let's go straight to the Sunday games, where I think Premier League, you all know, you are aware Premier League is not going to take place this weekend. Actually, even Saturday today it hasn't, because of some reasons, the Queen is gone, so they had to rest for some 7-10 days. But we shall resume, I think, next week, but one. Okay, but for other games, I will try to give you a little of what I expect out of those games. We have Strasbourg versus Clermont Foot. This is French League 1. Please pay attention to what I'm trying to give you. Strasbourg had just drew 1-1 with Bray. Some people call it Brest. It depends in which accent and where you went to school from. But Bray were not doing well. So having made 1-1 in the last game versus Strasbourg, it means Strasbourg needed some to pull up their socks so that they can get a point in the next game, which is going to happen tomorrow versus a team Clermont Foot. Clermont Foot are very, very good to go. They are a very good team. They are prepared. They are doing well. They're in 8th position with 60 games played, scored 8 goals and conceded 10. Out of the 5 games, the last 5 games they've played, they've lost only 2 games. But they won the last game, beating Team Toulouse 2-0. They beat Toulouse 2-0. I think the only losses they lost to Marseille 1-0 and lost another game to Laurier. They were away to Laurier, that is 2-1. So I'm expecting them to also ride over Strasbourg by a win. But if you look critically on the odds, they are quite confusing. Strasbourg, they're in odd 1.66. That one has never won a full win. They've never, more so when they're at home. 1.66, that odd is cast. It's either a goal or a draw. So it doesn't matter in which odd Clermont Foot are appearing in today. I think they can, within odd 5, they're in odd 5.00. I think they are good to go. They are very, very good to go. Even if you make an X2, I told you means a draw or away team to win. So I think Clermont Foot are just very, very ready to take 3 points, if not at least a point from this game. So X2, if a full win is in odd 5, I expect X2, a double chance, to be in at least the least should be 1.9 plus, but 2, odd 2 there. That's what I am trying to think. Alina, this iPad is connected. I don't know why it's not bringing everything you want. Huh? To me, it is connected. The Wi-Fi is connected. I just don't know which type of cartoons you were watching. Kapimpi. iPad kweri buli kimu kiri bulungi, but I don't know. Okay. Bwe bitandika okukola nga ogenda eri kubanga bigenda kundeekandira. Okay? Gezaako ogende wali mu ntebe bijja kujja. Okay? Temulimu ki? Temulimu data. Genda wali data ajja kukola. Even ne musenge gy'obadde asobola okukola, but I don't know why it is not picking. Sit there. You sit there, it will come. Okay. Clement Foot, I'm expecting an X2 in that game. I'm very sorry. Okay. We have another game. This is Ajaccio playing Nice. Nice are coming from European competition, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. On the table, they are in 16th position. With 6 games played, they have only 5 points with 4 goals scored and conceded 8. They are playing Ajaccio, which are newcomers in this league, and they've only managed to collect 1 point in the last 5 games. And at that point, they got it from Lens, which was a 0-0. Even scoring is a problem to Team Ajaccio. I think Nice in OD2 can take this game wide and well. They can sweep away 3 points. Then odd 2.40. If you're scared, you can also guard there. But I don't entertain guarding. Me, always, if I can show you my betting slips, which did not win, but they were very close, I can tell you that I eat fat flogs. I call them fat flogs. I'm always happy when you beat me or when I lose a ticket with 5 games in odd 2 and 3 plus than losing a game of how many odds but odd 1.9. For example, I told you about Bayern Munich. They won odd 1.23. They drew 2-2 with the Stuttgart. However, if someone were very keen and listening to what I was trying to give on radio, I told them you can guard Team Stuttgart because Bayern played in the Champions League. I don't think they can take 3 points, but you never know. I left it there, but it was a 2-2. So sometimes you put in small odds, you put those small odds on your betting slips, and they end up spoiling, yet they are very little. What I advise you either lose a betting slip, you lose your ticket. But when you're having very, very good odds there, odd 2, odd 3. For me, when you beat me when I'm there, okay, when I lose a ticket with such odds, I am satisfied and comfortable. Yeah. Even if I show you my tickets here that have been winning, I go in for this betting house, which is called, I think, top. What is it called? Bet Power. Because once I play 7 games and I take 6, they give you a cash out. At least I try to run from there because of cash out. Other betting houses are very good, they are okay, but they fear. They don't want to bring cash out. I think some are 1 or 2 also which are having cash out. I think even Melbet. I'm sorry to mention them here on my page, but that is it. If you're going to bet, consider the betting house that you're going to use. If you can use a betting house that can at least give you a cash out, I think that is good to go. That is quite fine and better. But if you can't get a cash out in any betting house, it means you're beaten, crippled. It is like someone blindfolding you and handcuffing your hands, then puts you in the ring to fight. That is it. In Uganda, cash out had just come. I think it's Bet Power that started with it a year, I think a year ago. But those people who are abroad, my friends who South Africa and everywhere, those houses had already that kind of what criteria whereby someone 6 games and wins 5, and the next maybe the 6th game will play later in 1 hours to come. So they give you money according to their measure. That is it. But I'm here to give you some betting tips and betting advice as well. And sure, we play team Montpellier. That is Angers. Most of you call it Angers. Angers, odd 2.44. Montpellier, odd 2.75. This game is quite confusing, but I will not hesitate to tell you that this is going to be a draw. 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, whatever scoreline it may be, this will be a draw. Nantes. Nantes. I'm not so sure about their games, the past game, but if I look critically on my table here, Rodier is in 50th position, 6 games played, 13 points collected, 11 scored, and conceded 9. They are kinda good. They're playing in Nantes, which have only managed to gather 6 points out of 6 games played, scored 6 goals, and conceded 8. They don't score much, though they don't concede much, but they have only managed to win 1 game in the past 5 games, drew 2 games, and lost 2. Yet in the past 5 games for Team Rodier, they have only won 3 games, lost 1, and drew 1 game. That is it. Alinda hii yekomyeo. Do you? Alinda? My boy is sleeping because the network delayed. Katibize network ebadde teriiko. Okay, I'm back here. I was trying to give you the betting prediction between Rodier and Team Nantes. This game is quite confusing, but if I look at their head-to-head, I can see Nantes in the past 5 games playing Team Rodier. Nantes have got 3 wins, and Rodier have won the game only once and drew once. And the most recent one was on 23rd of July 2022. Nantes won first leg 2-0 and second leg 4-2. So this game, the best pick I can pick here is a goal. Both of them can score. Though Nantes have not been conceding much, but they've not been scoring much. But I think a goal will be better in this game. Yes, we have Team Toulouse versus Reims. In these games that I'm trying to go through and give you my tips, my expectations, you're free to divide in those tickets. You're free to bet singles. I don't advise you to put them on the same ticket, because Habu have talked about the games and you expect them to be correct. I'm just also trying to give you some analysis and some little knowledge I have, which I think 90% is correct, but I can't say it's 100%. So if you're trying to place your bets taking my knowledge or considering my knowledge, don't go overall. Mhm. Rena will be playing Okize. Okize is in 6.80 away, and the Rain is at 1.42. This game also, Rains have just go to win this game, but I think Okize have been conceding a lot of late. They are also newcomers in the French League One, though they used to be there, but they are just coming from French League Two. They've just qualified, so it's always very hard for teams that have just qualified to come up and boom, they struggle a lot to pick. They struggle a lot to pick, but I think I will go on this wonderful game, which will be tomorrow, 9:45. The game is between Monaco and Olympique Lyon. This game is quite interesting because I expect many goals. I expect many goals from that game. Lyon are in fourth position, played 6 games, collected 13 points. 15 goals scored, conceded 7. Look at this stat also. Monaco, in out of 6 games, they have only collected 8 points, 8 goals scored, conceded 11. Lyon are playing away from their home, but I think this game, if you also try to be calm and get some little odd from there, and that will be a goal, of which I'm not so sure their goal is in which odd here, but I think if I can say Monaco can score at the same time Lyon can score, I think there we shall have a point. Goal. That is a 1-1. Want to leave French League One as it is. There we shall have a German Bundesliga. We have 2 games. Take note of this. Most games in German Bundesliga, they always have 2 games on Sundays. 2. It is very rare. I've never seen any other extra game from those ones. They always have 2 games on Sundays, but on their games on Sunday, let me give you one. Is it a statistic? Is it only an instinct? Is it an historical fact? I don't know. Most of the times on Sundays in German Bundesliga, there is a draw. Though there are some Sundays where we find wins, where we see wins, but most of German fixtures on Sunday, there must be a game which ends in a draw. And if I'm not mistaken, this game between Borussia Mönchengladbach and Freiburg is going to be a very tough game. It's going to be a very tough game. Odd 3.80. This one is almost a draw. 3.0 draw. 2.01 Freiburg at home. Borussia Mönchengladbach 2.5 away. I expect this game to be a draw. I don't know what is your take, but you're free to either guard at home or guard away. But I think for us who go for, I told you, fate flogs, fate meat, this odd is very, very exciting, interesting, and appetizing. You understand? So FC Cologne is the first game at 6:30. They will be hosting Union Berlin. Union Berlin, I remember, they have been also in Europe. They played in Europe, Union Berlin. They have played in Europe. Yeah, they played their last game in Europe. I think they lost, if I'm not mistaken. They are going to play Team Cologne. Cologne is very close to Union Berlin as far as the German Bundesliga table is concerned, because they're in 7th position with 9 points, and Union Berlin is in 5th position with 11 points. So it's only a difference of 3 points that are separating them. Let's go into the statistics. Union Berlin have scored 12 goals and conceded 4. They are not very, very easy to be scored in, and they have 11 points. In the last 5 games, they have only 3 wins and 2 draws. And their last draw just happened just of recent, 1-1 with Bayern Munich. It was. You can tell how dangerous and fiercely Team Union Berlin are when they're playing at home. FC Cologne, out of 5 games, they have won 2, drew 3, scored 10 goals and conceded 6 with 9 points. So this game also is kind of disturbing, and I don't know. I don't know. But I'm seeing FC Cologne coming and sneak a point here because Union Berlin are they're kind of tired. That fatigue, and they were playing in Europe after a few days, 3 days to prepare. I think a team of Union Berlin's caliber, I don't think they can overcome that fever. You can see even teams which having depth in squad, which beefed up their squad with many rotational whatever. They rotate players, they bring in the other one another. Teams like Bayern Munich, they did not manage to win today's game. Just because I told you when I was on radio that fatigue will cause Bayern problems, and all those teams that played the Champions League, Europa Conference, what matters most is do you have those players which have nerves that after playing maybe away there's what they call the jet lag, that fatigue, and all. When we are betting, we consider all those things. So if a team wins a game after playing a Champions League game, UEFA Europa League or conference, it's a bonus. Like team Inter Milan, they played in the Champions League, they lost after a few games. They managed to beat Torino, which never even traveled anywhere, but they lost. It's just a luck, but they won. Inter Milan won that game by just a 1-goal margin. So you can see how close that game was. That's what I'm trying to bring out. It's my point. So Union Berlin, after playing in the European night, I don't see them taking 3 points in this game. I don't know why. I can see Team Cologne trying to squeeze them and maybe take a point or 3, much as they are away, Team Cologne. So that is what I think. Let me leave German Bundesliga at it. Team Atalanta will be beating Cremonese. Atalanta, some little odd. Bologna are playing Fiorentina. If you can help me and pick only 2 goals from this game, that is over 1.5 the entire game, you'll be good to go. Lecce are playing Monza. If there is an auditor that you would need, this is the one. Lecce. Newcomers, they're all newcomers, but I think Lecce are just good to beat Team Monza at home. Team Lecce are just good to beat Monza at home. Monza at the bottom of the table of the Italian Serie A. Out of 5 games, they haven't won any, they haven't drawn any. So Team Lecce also, they don't have a win, but at least they have 2 points in a draw. Much as they have also not been doing well because they have only managed to score 3 goals and considered 6. Yet Monza have only managed to score 2 goals and considered 13. So, which criteria are we using to predict this game? It is the scoreline. Much as Lecce haven't scored much, but they have considered only 6. So, but Monza have scored 2 goals. They don't score much, but they considered almost twice the amount of goals that their opponent have considered. They have considered 13, yet Team Lecce have considered only 6 goals. So there, if you have brain, this is an auditor for you to grab. That is it. So Suro playing Team Udinese. Udinese are very stubborn and unpredictable. But I think this is also almost looking like a goal. Juventus will be playing Salernitana. Now this is the game that I want you to get money. All of you to get money from. Why? Juventus are at home playing Salernitana. Salernitana, they are it's a bogus side. It's a bogus side. When I say bogus, it's a side which is unpredictable. They come and play, make your players fatigued. They run all over the field. They tackle. They squeeze you. They put you in a situation where you cannot play your thing. You cannot play your way while playing Salernitana. And the Juventus of late, they have not been scoring much. And having played in the UEFA night, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not remembering those results. Salernitana are very close to them. They're in 10th position, 7 goals conceded, no, 7 goals scored, conceded 4, but with 6 points. Yet Juventus are in 8th position, 7 goals scored and conceded 2 with 9 points. So it's only 3 points separating Salernitana and the Juventus. So this game, I will not be surprised if Salernitana gets a draw in this game. But of course, an under 2.5 will be a safer prediction, a safer bet to play. That is it. From there, I will take you through the Spanish La Liga. Real Madrid playing Rayo Mallorca. Madrid no. They are predictable. Madrid, when they're at home, everything is kind of difficult for the opponent. So it's very hard to go at Santiago Bernabeu and win that game. And then Team Elche are playing Atletico Bilbao. Bilbao in odd 1.88, kind of very, very, very tricky. Odd 1.88 more so away. It is a very difficult odd to predict. Getafe playing Real Sociedad, having beaten Manchester United away from home. I think they are also suffering the same stuff. You cannot beat Manchester United at Old Trafford and you remain the same. Yeah, the power you use, the running, you run all over the pitch, you make sure that you sustain your result. It was a very tricky game and controversial. But having beaten Manchester United away from home, with the fatigue I told you and everything, Real Sociedad playing Getafe, which is also a bad side because they are not also doing well. They are at almost the second last at the bottom of the table with only 1 point got, 2 goals scored and considered 11. Real Sociedad are just in 11th position, 4 goals scored and considered 5 with 7 points, winning 2 games, drawing 1 and losing 1. Out of the last 4 games played, I think I'm being tempted to give Getafe some point, but according to the statistics and the travels and everything I've told you about teams that have played in the past 2 days in the European night, you cannot go wholesale. You cannot put in your whole mind and heart and prediction and money. This game is quite disturbing me, but let me give you some head-to-head of them. Maybe by the end of this start, I will have gotten what side is going to win. Real Sociedad last season drew 0-0 with Getafe. Home and away. 0-0 when Sociedad at home. When Sociedad went to Getafe away from home, they drew 1-1. Then in 2021 season, Real Sociedad beat Getafe 1-0, first leg, and second leg 3-0. Even the previous season of 2020, Getafe beat Real Sociedad 2-1. So if we are considering the recent form, Getafe 0-0 first leg, Getafe 1-1 second leg with Sociedad. This is also a draw. I don't think Sociedad can beat Team Getafe having played in Manchester United, but you never know. A 1-0 there, sneaking that may be kind of late in the game. And another thing, this game might be also decided by the referee. I expect a red card in this game. I have my reasons, but don't bet on that. But what I meant is this game might also be decided by the controversies that may happen there. Penalty, a red card there, something like that, but it is a very close game. It is a very, very close game indeed. Betis playing Team Villarreal. Betis are going to beat Villarreal comfortably. I repeat. Rayo Betis will beat Villarreal comfortably. I don't know why, But looking on the table, Betis in the past 5 games, they've lost only one and won 3, past 4 games. And Villarreal in past 4 games, they won 3, drew 1, scored 9, and conceded none. Scored 9 and conceded none. That is English. They've not conceded any goal. That is Team Villarreal. Yet Betis have scored 7 and conceded 3. Why don't you make it an over 2.5? Yes, it is a very safe bet. Over 2.5. Villarreal and Rayo Betis. That is it. I'm going to give you two games from the CAF Champions League. Okay, one from the CAF Champions League and one from CAF Confederations Cup. That is Ugandan UEFA Champions League and UEFA Europa League. I mean African UEFA Champions League and UEFA Europa Cup. It is called CAF Confederations Cup, Europa of Europe. Ours here is called CAF Confederations Cup. And the Champions League of Europe is also CAF Champions League, ours. That is it. So in the CAF Champions League, we have Petro de Atletico of Angola will play Black Bulls from Mozambique. Petro de Atletico of Angola, odd 2.65. I'm giving you on another game here. If you can spot these games anywhere. I want only games which are having good odds. AS Vita of DR Congo are playing away to Botswana's club called Gaborone. You remember Gaborone has ever come here, they have ever played a Ugandan team, which I don't even remember. Gaborone. AS Vita of DRC. Draw. 2.85. This is a draw. This is a draw. JS Kabir of Algeria, odd 2.17. They are playing away from home. Team called the Casa of Senegal. JS Kabir. Those Arabic clubs, don't joke with them. Every African club which are coming from that horn there, North Africa, Algeria, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, don't joke with those clubs. You go and even Egypt, try to Google and make your facts clear. They have, I think of late, some few years ago, we got a new champion that was Mamelodi Sundowns. They tried to sneak in there, and maybe some other 10 years from now, we got some TP Mazembe. But those clubs they have conquered that coast in the Champions League and CAF Confederations Cup. Those Arabic clubs from North Africa, if they are not coming from Egypt, that is Al Ahly, you'll find those clubs from Morocco, and Tunisia, Algeria. So in this, if you can find an Arabic club anywhere, give them a win, but chigana, if it fails, it fails. That is it. I'd promise you to give you even some other few teams in the CAF Confederations Cup. Those two teams are playing CAF Champions League. Al Hilal Sudan are playing Kipanga. They don't have those odds. I want to give you a game which is having some odds allocated on them. FAR Rabat of Morocco are playing Remo Stars of Niger. These ones are having no odds. I cannot do anything. But for now, if you were attentive, if you can watch this video, if you can try to listen slowly by slowly, which analysis, which facts, and which predictions I've given, try to separate those games. Get 3-4 games, put it in a receipt, in a ticket rather. If you can play one single game like this, most I mostly give odd 2+. I don't want those tiny odds for you. I always give odd 2+. And for now, I wish you a good night. I wish you success. Tomorrow games, I gave you predictions in the Spanish La Liga, German Bundesliga, and of course French League One, mostly because they are the top leagues, I think, having games. If I had time, I'd even squeeze and give you some other games from those countries you don't know. And most cases, they are the games that give us money. You know, these games in your favorite leagues, those teams from those favorite leagues, or the top 5 leagues, you know, they are also surrounded by betting companies, which is very wrong. I mean, and dangerous for us bettors. A team are having a shirt sponsor, which is a betting company A or X, and we are here fidgeting, giving them to score 3 goals. And so, what happens in the dark? What happens behind the curtains? We don't know. Have you ever been there and you see your team leading 3 goals with 6 minutes remaining on the clock, 3-0? But by the end of those 6 minutes, when the game is 4-3 or 4 or 3-3, do you think it just happens? It isn't, and it doesn't. It does not just happen like that. There are some things that are done behind the curtain which you cannot know. But for us who have spent some good days in this thing, we know. We know if a game changes 3-0 within a few minutes, 3 minutes, 6 minutes to go, at the 3-3, there must be something. I told you a team is wearing a shirt sponsor, a betting house on their shirt sponsors, and you expect them just to give you money like that. It is impossible. But for us, the Baganda say that Bolondo lenko kocheneria, you don't eat it. We don't want to go into the details of whether they do betting or no. Because we've ever gotten money from those very teams. So there is a day when they do you body and do their betting and Zara, and things don't happen your way. But there are some days when they give you money. That is it. Someone here was on live. I don't know whether I can see you, my friends. Okay. But whoever is watching, whoever is going to watch this video, may God bless you. Try to share and tell a friend and tell a friend to tell a friend that Tumesje Abu is the man who always give us free tips on his YouTube channel. And if you follow me on radio, I work with Radio Simba, by the way, 97.3. If you're in Uganda, if you're not here, you can get us through www.radiosimba.ug. www.radiosimba.ug. If you can download an Afro mobile app, you can get us there. Radio Simba 97.3. That is for the people who listen to Uganda. But if you don't listen to Uganda, I'm sorry. That's why I try to use English. My English is not good, but at least you understand me. That is it. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about betting tips, and that is it. Thank you for your time. Good night. Bye-bye.